going to tell us the details, but do you have an idea of where you're at quarterback-wise, or is it something that really could go up to game time?
I have an idea where we are at quarterback, yeah.
How do you feel about both that position and just as a team, how you guys attack this week after the bye?
The team looked fresh. We had really good practice. We got to go out and execute like that. I think the guys are, for the most part, rested and recovered, and we're getting healthier. So I think the key thing is just going out on Saturday and executing what we have in, and some of the little detail stuff that I think got fixed and improved over the bye week needs to carry over to the game.
You want to tell us who's playing quarterback?
No, I don't.
What's tricky about their offense? 'Cause, I mean, they can score too.
I like what they do. In fact, I look at it and it looks a lot like what we do. Watching them, I could call most of the things I see, and our kids could go out and run it. So I give a ton of credit to them. I think what they do on offense is smart. I think they scheme well. I think they've got a more dangerous passing game than we've probably seen in a while, just because of what they do. I think is good. Both quarterbacks can run and throw. They got a big back that you have to get hats on, and defense has to be ready to play well.
How about Tom Allen's defense, and is there a kid or two or number or two that sticks out on that side of the ball when you watch them?
I think several stick out. I mean, they're big and physical on the front line. They got some corners that I think do a good job playing press quarters and playing man free. A couple linebackers that are really active. They were just pretty solid and across the board, and they go against an offense very similar to ours. You can tell, so they have some of the issues that we would normally try to exploit accounted for and thought about, and they're going to make us earn it. Like several teams in the Big Ten, we have to be able to block and get open and throw well.
What do you want the identity of your offense to be the rest of the way, and what do you think realistic expectations for that side of the ball are for the last 5?
No, we're going to score points. That needs to be the expectation, and we're not going to change our identity. The identity that our kids know works when we do things the right way, and we just got to keep working and keep getting better. But the kids know who we are and what we're all about, and we'll go out and do the best we can.
How do you maybe talking to Greg Austin? He said the team's still got a lot of vertical leadership instead of horizontal. He really praised you in the way that you kind of navigated this season. How do you maybe change the way that you message things to a really young team, which if you look at your scholarship chart, we're still really young, versus a team full of veterans?
There's no change. Again, it doesn't matter if we're 12-0 or 0-6. We're not going to change what we do because what we do works. The young guys need to hear the same message as the old guys. I think one of the things we need to make sure we do is recruit a lot of people that love football, love being around each other, want to be great, are self-motivated, self-starters. We got a lot of young guys that are like that. Then it's just up to us to make sure they know what the standards are and what the expectations are. And when we have guys for 3 or 4 years, those guys understand it and they can pass it on to younger guys. And we got to train the young guys the same way as the old guys so that they're ready to be culture keepers and pass the torch to someone else.
What were some of those big fundamental things that you guys cleaned up that can translate to the field on Saturday?
We just worked on basics. I think we can be a little more detailed in our route running on offense. I think the ball can come out of the quarterback's hand a little quicker. I think our offensive line needs to stay on blocks and move people a little better. And some of that's making sure that we continue to improve from a talent standpoint, and some of it is just technique. And we're going to do everything we can to make sure the technique's right and the guys are dialed into what we want to do. Same defensively. If you look at a few of our issues, it's just been guys being a little late to a gap, not quite being where they're supposed to be, eyes in the wrong place. Some of those things can get fixed right now.
You still have 3 games to use Luke. How good is he at his age comparative to other guys you maybe coached at picking stuff up, or maybe you could feel like you could use him in a tight spot or in a tough game?
Yeah, if we need Luke, he'll be ready to go. He can run the whole offense. He came in and worked harder to learn our stuff than any quarterback I've been around. He knows everything that we do. Sometimes he looks like a stud out here, and sometimes he looks like a freshman. And he'll continue to get more and more consistent as we go along. But from a knowledge standpoint, he's up to speed and right there where the top two guys are.
Has Pickering shown that he could hit from a certain distance this week,
or? Finding creative ways to ask me about injuries, but no, we'll see who we have at kicker. That's been a roll of the dice every week.
Anything else?
How's that running backs group sort of reacted this week, and I guess last week too, and then what do you think of that group going forward?
We're certainly not where we want to be in that group right now from a depth standpoint. That group's getting pretty thin, but I think the guys that are going to get a chance to play are really excited about it, and I'm not sure who it's going to be and when in the game it's going to be yet, but I know guys try to take advantage of their opportunities.
Is this a situation where Brody can help himself with what he did in spring?
Yeah, Brody's been doing good things. Obviously, Wyatt Mazur's been doing good things here for a long time. And there's several other guys that I think we're going to be able to use. So it'll be by committee with Mills being the lead guy. But a lot of guys are excited about playing.
As you go forward, what will determine if Maurice comes back? Will it be something that he does, or something that his teammates express, or how do you see that going forward?
I don't want to talk a lot about that. Maurice and I are going to have another conversation. I think if he does want to come back, there's going to be a lot of things he needs to do to earn his team's trust back and our trust back, and we'll see where it goes from there.